whole law can be summed up with this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. Jacqueline Severito was driving home with some friends when their car was struck by a drunk driver. Two of her friends were killed instantly, and Jacqueline was trapped inside the car. Paramedics happened to be passing by and put out the initial fire, but before they could free Jacqueline, it started up again, trapping her for 45 seconds before the fire truck arrived to put the fire out. Jacqueline was badly burned, over 60% of her body. She had more than 120 operations. The doctors didn't expect her to survive, but she did. Now, she campaigns against drunk driving. You can see her story on YouTube. Let me ask you a question. If someone shot you, would it matter whether they did it because they were drunk, preoccupied, or just horsing around? Probably not. What would matter the most is whether or not you lived through it, right? You'd probably also be concerned about how much damage you'd have to live with, like Jacqueline, right? Why it happened probably wouldn't matter as much as how to cope with it afterward, but it should. You have the license to handle a deadly weapon every time you get behind the wheel. A car is not a gun, but it's just as deadly. Think about it. A car is much bigger than you. It moves a whole lot faster. It weighs quite a bit more. All it takes is a few seconds of you talking on the phone, changing a radio station, texting, dialing up a new song on your iPod, swatting a friend in the back seat, nodding off, taking a drink, eating something, to steer off the car towards something that can change your life forever. You're driving a loaded weapon. Handle it carefully. Regis Sheppy, the drunk driver who hit Jacqueline, was sentenced with 14 years in jail and fined $20,000. But he says that's nothing compared to the life sentence that he'll have to live with, knowing how much damage and death that he caused. Although Jacqueline says that Reggie ruined her life, she still was able to forgive him. If you were driving along, minding your own business, would you want your life to change as dramatically and horribly as Jacqueline's did? Probably not. Then why would you risk changing someone else's? Love them and drive safely. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.